Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will direct your paths. These words from Proverbs invite you into a place of calm surrender. They remind you that you do not need to carry every worry or every question on your own. When life feels uncertain or heavy, trusting in the Lord becomes an anchor for your soul. Trust is not about having everything figured out. It is about resting in the one who sees the whole path when you can only see the next step. These verses gently call you to let go of the need to control every outcome and to release your grip on the things that trouble your mind. As you listen, allow your heart to soften. Allow your thoughts to slow. Let each word sink deeper, like quiet water settling into stillness. God's direction is gentle. His guidance is steady. When you acknowledge him, even in small ways, he brings clarity where there is confusion and peace where there is anxiety. Trust becomes a resting place, not a burden. It becomes a source of comfort, not pressure. Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy, and my burden is light. These words of Jesus reach directly into moments of exhaustion. They speak to anyone who feels tired in their mind, tired in their emotions, or tired in their spirit. When Jesus invites you to come to him, he is not offering a temporary pause. He is offering true rest, the kind that reaches deeply into your being. His gentleness is not weakness. It is strength wrapped in compassion. His humility is not smallness. It is love expressed through kindness and tenderness. As you reflect on these words, imagine setting down every heavy weight you have been carrying. Imagine releasing the tension in your thoughts and allowing his presence to lighten what feels overwhelming. When he says his burden is light, he means that walking with him never crushes the heart. He lifts, he supports, he restores. In his presence, you do not have to pretend to be strong. You do not have to hide your fear or your fatigue. He welcomes you exactly as you are, and in that welcome, your soul finds rest. This rest is not rushed. It is not shallow. It is deep, quiet, and healing. Peace I leave with you. My peace I give you. I do not give to you as the world gives. Let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid. Here, Jesus offers a peace unlike anything the world can provide. Worldly peace depends on circumstances. It rises and falls with what is happening around you. But the peace Jesus gives remains steady, even in uncertainty. It is not fragile. It is not distant. It is a peace that settles into your spirit and stays with you through every moment. When he says, "Let not your heart be troubled," he is not denying that troubles exist. He is reminding you that trouble does not need to rule your heart. Fear does not need to dictate your direction. His peace is greater. His presence is stronger. As you listen, imagine his peace spreading through your thoughts like gentle light. Imagine it calming the places where stress has gathered. Imagine it softening the places where worry has taken root. His peace does not demand anything from you. It simply invites you to breathe, to rest, and to trust that he is near. In this peace, your heart finds room to settle. In this peace, your mind becomes quiet. In this peace, your spirit becomes steady. Do not be anxious about anything, but in everything, by prayer and supplication, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God, and the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. These words from Philippians remind you that anxiety is not something you must fight alone. You're invited to bring every concern, every fear, every unanswered question to God. Prayer is not a burden. It is not a task. It is a gentle invitation to open your heart to the one who listens with perfect compassion. When you present your requests with thanksgiving, it shifts your focus from fear to trust, from worry to confidence, from pressure to peace. The peace that God gives does not always explain everything. It does not always resolve every situation instantly, but it guards your heart. It protects your mind. It surrounds you like a quiet shield, steadying your thoughts and calming your spirit. This peace is deeper than understanding. It does not depend on explanations. It rests on the character of God, steady, faithful, compassionate, and near. Fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. I will help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. These words from Isaiah offer a powerful reassurance. God does not say, "Do not fear, because there is nothing frightening." He says, "Do not fear, because I am with you." His presence is the answer to fear. His nearness is the antidote to anxiety. When you hear these words, imagine his strength gently supporting you. Imagine his hand steadying your heart. Imagine his presence surrounding you with calm assurance. You're not alone. You're not abandoned. You're not overlooked. God himself is with you. He strengthens you when you feel weak. He helps you when you feel uncertain. He upholds you when you feel like you cannot stand on your own. His support is constant. His care is unfailing. His protection is sure. Let these words wrap around your heart like a warm blanket, bringing calm to every troubled thought and rest to every tired place within you. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. He restores my soul. These words from Psalm 23 paint a picture of divine care that is both peaceful and intimate. God is portrayed as a shepherd, someone who watches over you, guides you, protects you, and provides what you need. When the psalm says, "I shall not want," it is not promising a life without challenges. It is promising that in God's presence, you will never lack what your soul truly needs. He leads you to rest, not by force, but with gentle guidance. He brings you into places of calm, like still waters that quiet your mind and settle your heart. Restoration is one of his greatest gifts, a renewal that touches the deepest parts of who you are. As you reflect, imagine yourself being led to a quiet place, far from stress and noise. Imagine the shepherd guiding you with patience, with tenderness, with wisdom. In his care, your soul finds room to breathe again. He leads me in paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. These verses acknowledge that life includes valleys, places of uncertainty, difficulty, or darkness. Yet even in these valleys, fear does not have to dominate your heart. God's presence changes the entire landscape. You're not walking alone. His rod symbolizes protection. His staff symbolizes guidance. Together, they provide comfort. When you feel surrounded by shadows, when your thoughts become heavy, or when circumstances feel dark, his presence becomes a steady light that guides you through, not around the valley, through it. And on the other side, you find deeper strength, renewed faith, and a clearer awareness of his nearness. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup overflows. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. These verses remind you that God's goodness is not limited by your surroundings. Even when pressures rise, even when people misunderstand you, even when conflict appears, God prepares a table, a place of blessing, peace, and provision. Anointing your head with oil speaks of honor and healing. Your cup overflowing speaks of abundance, not measured in possessions, but in peace, hope, and spiritual strength. And the promise that goodness and mercy will follow you all your days means that you are never without God's love pursuing you, guiding you, and covering your journey. His presence is not temporary, it is enduring. You are held in his care forever. The Lord is near to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. This verse from the Psalms speaks directly into moments of pain or emotional heaviness. When your heart feels bruised, tired, or overwhelmed, God does not stand at a distance. He draws near. He comes close to the places where you hurt the most. He does not rush your healing or demand your strength. Instead, he brings comfort to broken places and lifts those who feel crushed or discouraged. The nearness of God is a soft presence, gentle, understanding, compassionate. When your spirit feels weak, his care becomes a quiet refuge. You do not need to pretend. You do not need to hide your struggle. He meets you exactly where you are, and in his presence, your heart finds the courage to heal. Cast all your anxiety on him, because he cares for you. This simple but powerful verse from Peter reminds you that God's care is personal, not distant, not symbolic, real. He invites you to cast, to throw, to release every anxiety into his hands. You were never meant to carry everything alone. His care is steady and unwavering. As you meditate on these words, imagine yourself releasing your worries one by one. Imagine handing over the burdens that have weighed on your mind. Imagine placing your fears into the hands of a God who listens, who understands, and who remains faithful. His care is not based on your perfection or your performance. It is based on his love, and his love is constant. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the strength of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? These words from Psalm 27 remind you that God brings clarity where there is confusion and strength where there is weakness. Light represents guidance, truth, and safety. Salvation represents rescue, hope, and deliverance. When God is your light, fear loses its power. When God is your strength, anxiety loosens its grip. As you meditate on this verse, imagine his light shining softly on your path, showing you each step with gentle clarity. Imagine his strength filling the places where you feel tired. Fear becomes smaller in the presence of his greatness. Worry becomes quieter in the presence of his comfort. When God stands with you, you do not stand alone. Be still and know that I am God. This simple command invites you into stillness, not just physical stillness, but inner stillness, a calmness of the mind, a quieting of the heart. To be still is to release the need to rush, strive, or solve everything at once. It is an invitation to breathe deeply and to rest in the awareness that God is present, powerful, and in control. When you know that he is God, you can loosen your grip on fear. You can let go of worry. You can trust that he holds your life with wisdom and care. Stillness opens the door to peace. Stillness makes room for clarity. Stillness reminds you that you are safe in His hands. Cast your cares upon the Lord, for He cares for you. Let these words settle into your heart. Every worry, every doubt, every lingering fear can be released. God invites you to place them in His hands. Imagine holding each concern lightly and then gently letting it go, knowing that He carries it. As you breathe in, feel His presence filling the space around you. As you breathe out, feel the tension leaving your body. God's care does not falter. He is constant, compassionate, and faithful. Nothing you face is too heavy for Him. Even when your thoughts spiral or your heart feels heavy, His invitation remains. Cast it all on me and find rest. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or discouraged, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. These words remind you that courage is not the absence of fear. It is the presence of God. Even in moments of uncertainty, His strength flows through you. You do not walk through life alone. His guidance surrounds you. His protection covers you. His love carries you. Imagine walking along a quiet path, the sunlight warming your face, the air calm and still, knowing that every step is supported by His hand. Even when challenges appear, even when shadows stretch across your mind, His presence is steady and unwavering. You are not abandoned. You are not alone. He goes before you, beside you, and behind you, guiding each step. Come to me, all who are weary. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. Return to the words of Jesus. He speaks with gentleness and patience, inviting you into rest. You are not required to fix everything at once. You are not expected to solve the world's problems in a single breath. His invitation is simple. Come and let your soul find rest. Imagine placing your burdens on His shoulders, feeling the weight lift away, and sensing the calm that enters when He carries what you cannot. In this rest, your spirit is renewed. In this rest, your heart is quieted. You are safe. You are held. You are loved. Peace I leave with you. My peace I give you. Do not let your heart be troubled, and do not be afraid. Peace is not the absence of difficulty. It is the presence of God. Let His peace flow slowly into your mind. Let it dissolve the edges of worry and soften the spaces where fear may have taken root. Visualize a calm river, smooth and still, flowing through your thoughts, carrying away tension and replacing it with quiet assurance. Let each word echo gently in your heart, steadying your breath and settling your mind. The peace of Christ surpasses understanding. It is not based on circumstance. It is based on His love, His faithfulness, and His perfect care. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and do not rely on your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge Him, and He will make your paths straight. Return again to the wisdom of Proverbs. Let these words sink deeper. Trust is not passive. It is a conscious choice to place your heart in God's hands. It is a decision to stop trying to control everything and to allow His guidance to unfold. Let this truth wash over you. The path of life is not meant to be walked alone. Guidance, provision, clarity, all flow from Him. As you meditate, imagine walking a quiet path through a sunlit forest. Each step is certain because He directs it. Each breath is calm because He sustains it. Even when the way ahead is hidden or unclear, you are not lost. He is your shepherd, your guide, your faithful companion. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the stronghold of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? Feel these words settle within your spirit. Light dispels darkness. Strength overcomes weakness. When God is your light, fear loses its grip. When God is your stronghold, anxiety cannot dominate. Imagine the warmth of His light spreading through your mind, illuminating every shadow, softening every worry, and creating a sanctuary of calm. Let this sanctuary grow with each breath. Feel the steadiness and security of His presence, reassuring you that you are never alone, never forgotten, never abandoned. Courage rises naturally in the awareness that the Creator of the universe walks beside you and within you, guiding each moment with perfect care.